So here we are in the year 2025, living through another Disney live action remake. Did I hope it would be good? Yes. Did I expect it to be good? No. Was I surprised by how much I didn't like it? Yeah, definitely yeah. First things first, Lilo and Stitch is one of my favorite Disney animated movies. I mean, of all time. It's full of depth, it's full of meaning, it's full of nuance. The characters of Lilu, Nani, David, Jumba, Pleakley, Gantu, all this stuff. Every single character in this film serves a purpose. Every single character in that film bounce off of each other. They all represent more things than you think of. This film is about colonialism. This film is about the adoption. This film is about social services. This film is about personal belief in yourself. This is about how you see other people. This film, every single thing in this film builds off of something else and builds off of someone else. There is not a single bit of fluff in the original Disney animated Lilo and Stitch, and it is one of those cases where this is a film which pulls on some of those threads, and the second one of those threads come loose, you get this movie, which does not get Lilo and Stitch. For me, the primary problem that I have with this film is that it messes up the relationships. Lilu and Nani, Lilo and Stitch, Jumba and Pleakley. The relationships between these characters is what the film is built on, and it is just wrong. Nani is a young adult taking care of her sister Lilu. And yes, that is the same in this as it was in the original, but the relationship... In the original, they did feel more like sisters, slightly closer in age. Nani possibly a little bit younger in the original film than she is now. But one of the primary things that was going on is that they got into arguments. You could see the frustration that Nani had. You could see all the things she was doing to try and keep her family together. You could see Lilu as someone who is acting out, because that's flat out the thing. In this movie, Lilu is an adorable, precocious, wonderful little kid. She is not the Tasmanian devil monster that she is in the original movie, lashing out against everyone and everything. Lilu was supposed to be as much of a wild and crazy character as Stitch was. Lilo and Stitch balanced each other. As Lilu was trying to calm down and calm herself, she was given a pet, a friend, which she could use to help temper herself by teaching him. But since Lilu's already practically perfect, Stitch is not properly being balanced out. All of the things that Lilu is teaching Stitch are really things that she's teaching herself. That's her trying to find a way to be a good kid so that she and I can stay together. She knows that there's trouble going on with them, that there's possibilities of things happening, but she is trying her hardest. In this movie, you don't really get that sense. Jumba and Pleakley, yes, they are there to find Stitch. But one of the things with Jumba as a character is that he is utterly fascinated by his creation. He is fascinated by Stitch and how Stitch is growing and changing. When he watches Stitch, when he sees how Stitch is becoming a new individual, he is proud to the depths of his soul, seeing how he is becoming something new. In this film, he doesn't care. In fact, he hates the idea of Stitch developing as a person. He hates the idea of Stitch developing as a character. He hates family for some strange, weird reason, but that's not Jumba. Jumba's a weird, crazy, mad scientist, but he's not an evil guy. In this, they want him to be the evil guy because they've gotten rid of the film's actual villain. But that also messes up his relationship with Pleakley, and you can tell those two are like, something's going on with them. It's fun, it's irreverent, it's silly. But it is also just another layer, another idea of family which is going on in this. But they're also pulling more threads, like the entire idea of Cobra Bubbles as a character in the original film is, yes, he is just the social worker. He is strange as a social worker. You get to find out more about him as the movie goes on. His whole secret of being a CIA agent was just part of his backstory. It's a backstory which actually connects to other the alien stuff, but it's part of what informs who he was as a character, but also why he acts as he does now. He's a social worker. It's not a cover. It's just what he wants to do because he wants to help people. He is someone who had a job as a CIA agent, who dealt with aliens, who dealt with weirdness, and now just wants to help people. He is there as the strict authority figure who just wants to help Lilo and Nani. There's no ulterior motive for him. He's just there because he wants to help. In fact, his whole CIA connections and their effect on the end of the movie, it's crazy. It's crazy. This is fun. Another thing with Nani is she just feels less connected to Lilo in this. She's not even the person who takes Lilo to get Stitch. It's Nani taking Lilo to get Stitch, to get a dog, to get a friend. It's her seeing some way that Lilo is hurting and her reaching out in a way to try and help her. Nani is just dragging Lilo around in this. There's no real connection that I'm feeling except one or two lesser scenes. The scene of the Aloha song at the end does not hold the same. Is it performed well? Yes, it's performed brilliantly. Most of the performances in this movie are done pretty well. It's just the meaning is stripped from where they're placed. The entire fact that Bubbles knows the chairwoman from outer space, that they have a connection, which is what facilitates the whole thing of Stitch staying, that's also crazy. But one major thing, I know I've said one major thing a lot, but yes, one major thing is this is a film which has sanded down the edges. They've tried to make it simpler and more packageable, so removing Bubbles' relationship with the aliens in the past, removing that he's the reason why Earth is an endangered species habitat, getting rid of the idea of Jumba exploring Stitch and his relationship to people, the idea of Stitch being cute the entire time. Stitch at the end of this movie, well, in the original movie, reveals himself to not only Lilo, but to everybody. Stitch is a known entity. Everybody knows and sees he's an alien, and he comes out for people to accept him. He no longer has to hide who and what he is. At the end of this movie, he's still hiding who and what he is. Everybody's hiding who and what they are in this movie because the idea of being the ugly duckling, the idea of being someone who's scared to reveal who and what they are because of how they be perceived, isn't in this. Making Jumba the villain goes against so many things in this. This is an okay movie, but dear God, is it a bad adaptation that steals the spirit and soul of the original movie? The fact that at the end of the movie, Stitch is still hiding his extra arms and antenna and stuff like that from everyone around him. The fact we don't have Jumba as part of the family. Yeah, this is missing so many different things. And this is not Lilo and Stitch. I hate to say it. I really felt like I was right in my worries, and yeah, I didn't want to be, but yeah. I do have problems with this remake. I have problems with Lilo and Stitch.